How's it going, guys? I just wanted to make a quick video this afternoon to talk to you guys about an important topic, and that is the debate between concealed carry and open carry. Each way of carrying has advantages and disadvantages, and you're going to really need to consider what those mean to you and as the way that you carry your firearm. For example, an advantage of open carrying, of course, is going to be the easy ability to draw your firearm. I mean, it's just right there on your hip. There's less chance of it being snagged in clothing when you are open carrying. Of course, another one is some people see open carrying as a crime deterrent. And most of the time, if a criminal is up to no good, they're going to want easy targets. And if they see someone that has a gun around, they may choose not to attack that person. They may choose not to commit the crime. If there's someone open carrying in a convenience store, the criminal may decide that that particular store is not the best target for them. It's not going to be the easiest target, so they'll just move on. It's easier for you to carry larger frame guns. Some people like full-size guns, just depending on what I'm doing. I do myself, but it really depends on your personal preference on that. Some of the disadvantages to open carry is going to depend on where you live. In some communities, open carry is common. It's very accepted with no problems whatsoever. However, other communities have issues with it. Open carrying a firearm in some of those communities, even though it may be illegal, often ends in the police being called and them having to question the individual. It'd be perfectly legal for them to open carry. I'm sure there's tons of videos out there showing these groups that go out and advocate for open carry. And that's a good thing. I think that people need to understand what the law is. They need to know what their rights are. Personally, I have no problem with open carry. Around here, it's common. I mean, I see people all the time around here open carrying a pistol. It's a good conversation starter. I see somebody carrying something that nice looking gun, I just go up and say hi to them. Hey, tell me about it. What you got? And that's kind of a way of starting a conversation with them. An important disadvantage that we need to talk about with open carry is the fact that someone who is going to commit a violent act, if they're going to commit a violent crime, no matter what, they see you carrying a gun, you're their first target. They want to eliminate any threat that could keep them from accomplishing what they're wanting to do. And if you're there open carrying a firearm, you're that threat and you're their first target. Now, those are just a few of the top points to consider when we're talking about open carrying. Now, as far as concealed carrying, a lot of the positives about concealed carrying is, of course, no one knows that you have a firearm on you. And as we mentioned with open carrying, some communities, law enforcement gets called in some instances. With concealed carry, there's a lot lower chance of that happening. Now, with concealed carry also, it gives you just a little bit of a tactical advantage. If the criminal, like we mentioned earlier, someone comes in that is determined to do violence, you are at a little bit better advantage with them not knowing that you have a firearm. If the opportunity arises to where you are able to draw your weapon and stop the threat, again, you have that option, if necessary, if it's justifiable. Those are just a couple of advantages to concealed carry. Now, some disadvantages for concealed carry, of course, includes when you draw your firearm, there is a greater chance of the firearm getting snagged in your clothing. Your draws are generally a little slower. Of course, you've got to get your clothing out of the way first, but still, that's the purpose of concealed carry. You don't want everyone to know that you have a gun. Concealed carry holders will often need to use a smaller firearm. Unlike open carry, people that want to carry a full frame handgun, open carry is a little easier. Concealed carry, you generally have to have a smaller frame gun, but there's a lot of options out there on the market. Tons of firearms out there, very good firearms for concealed carry, specifically made for the concealed carry market. But guys, that's just a few of the pros and cons to each. Let me know how things are in your area as far as open carry versus concealed carry. Is the community where you live accepting of open carrying of firearms, or does open carrying of firearms, is that something that gets police called on you? Is it something that's kind of frowned on in your area? Let me know if your area is accepting of open carry. Let me know your thoughts about concealed carry versus open carry. I'd love to hear from you. I wrote an article for my website. I'll leave the link down below, boomsticktactical.com. You might want to check that out. Check out the links down in the description. Join me over on Full 30 if you haven't been over there yet. Love to hear from you guys. Check out the links down below, and we will see you next time.